put them.
No, you need to listen. I'm not committed to anything. I'm just going to have a look. It's a closing down. He's a restorer of all sorts of things. I asked him about the door mechanism. He said he's not sure, but I'll take some photos before we go and show him.
I'll have to ring Jess because I'm supposed to.
No. It doesn't have to be a specific time. What time would you be back?
We're going at 9, so I'm not sure.
You're not going to be 4 hours?
No, we can be. What time did you say to him?
Between 2 and 12. No, I knew you were going out tomorrow morning.
Between 12 and 2, okay.
Yeah, 12 and 2. Just that he's retiring and getting rid of stuff. Might be some good stuff for the alfresco area, or maybe the front veranda. No harm in just having a sticky beak. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is the BBC. The weather in the UK this week will be searing heat of around 20 degrees Celsius. Please stay underground if possible. This is the BBC. Hello, Susan. How are you? Welcome to your free beer. You just have to rock up. It's only 20,000 miles away from you, but it's free. Well worth the effort. But a quick look. Tucker's got a hangout going, but he's not there. And he's playing rain sounds like he's stealing my thunder, literally, because I've got many hundreds of meditation videos. I'm going to have to strike him, of course, bring him down to his knees. Well, he's good. It's cooler tonight, but we had rain, which is good. We don't get a lot of rain in Australia, but it's good. We were just talking amongst ourselves about going to see an old chap that does restoration of doors, furniture, all sorts of timber. Because we're renovating, we're just going to go and have a sticky beak. He might have something that we might be interested in. But you never know. Could be a pile of firewood. But you never know if you don't have a go. Where's here, Susan? That was the dog next door shaking his back leg, not me.
Whereabouts does it say the address?
On the ad.
Oh.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he sounds like an old fella when I gave him. You're in Georgia. Well, you probably, if you've got rain, you've probably got a fair chance there's a storm involved this time of year with you, I guess, in Georgia. The devil went down to Georgia, didn't he? Sure he did. Play that fiddle, son.
Always across the railway line.
How far away is he? Not too far?
It says 4 minutes, but...
Mm-hmm. Of course, I imagine you've got Georgia on your mind. There's quite a lot of songs about Georgia, isn't there? Georgia. Georgia. Hello, Shauna Lynn. How are you? And a good morning to you. It's good evening here. Vincent Price would say, good evening. What other songs of Georgia are there? Quite a few. Georgia Brown. Yeah, technically not Georgia, of course, but... Good evening, says Shauna. Sweet Georgia Brown, that's right. I know there's more songs associated with the state of Georgia. remember seeing a documentary about George and some of the beautiful plantation homesteads. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there were some magnificent ones that I saw. Of course, the history that goes with them is a little bit disturbing, but the houses were unbelievable. Midnight Train, that's right, that's another one. Yes, that rooster is becoming famous worldwide. The rooster is accepting donations. You need to go to rooster.com.au and he'll take any amount of money, usually over $10,000. He doesn't like cheap chump change. Boss Skaggs, geez, you're dating yourself.
Gee, I like Boss Skaggs.
Yeah, the 80s, he was good.
Yeah, he does actually. I like
I don't know
that
whatever
song,
happened
Georgia,
to Boss Skaggs.
from Boss Skaggs. I have to look him up now, see if he's dead.
I don't know, he must be 70 something if he would be alive, I guess. But he was hot in the 80s, that's for sure. You talk about the 80s and you think, oh, just yesterday. It was 40 years ago. Staggering, isn't it, how time just is fleeting. Just a little bit, It's just a jump to the right.
Oh, I have to go
Ba,
put
ba,
my
ba, ba, ba.
Jess will probably want to come. Sorry to interrupt you. I was just thinking
She might come and look too.
she might want to come.
Yeah.
Well, she'll
Well,
have,
there's no set dead time. I just said roughly between 12 and 2.
she'll have to drive though.
Susan doesn't like Frankenfurter, really.
I like that movie.
Yeah, it's good. It's just a jump to the right.
She'll have to drive because his car seat.
Time is fleeting. Come a little bit closer.
Oh, the chat box hasn't come up
Let's
this time.
do the time warp again. Actually, a lot of the characters on YouTube fit nicely into that movie, don't you think? What movie? He's asking what movie.
Huh?
Susan's asking what movie is that? All that from?
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's right. The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Meatloaf was in it.
Yep. When he could sing.
Yeah, he's not a good singer anymore, Meatloaf.
Poor old Meatloaf come out to Australia. We have a big football grand final and we have international singers. It would have been about 4 or 5 years ago. He came out and his voice is gone. He was trying, but it was awful. He even said it later himself. He said, what a shambles that was.
Yes, it was very embarrassing for everybody.
Yes, I think, Shawnee, you might be right. There could be a huge casting list of people wanting to be Frankenfurter.
Hey, Shauna, is Boss Skaggs still alive? Do you know at all? If not, it's alright, I'll Google it, but I was just wondering if you knew.
I think, like I say, 80s, 90s, Boss Skaggs was,
I used to have all
Pretty
his
good.
albums.
yeah. I just worked out in my mind, Shauna, there's probably about 112 people that would vie for Frankenfurter. All have quality history that could probably get the role.
You'd make a good Frankenfurter.
I would?
Yep.
Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Rubbing it in, Shauna.
How young you are.
Yeah. From my grandparents, probably, was it?
I just gotta go put my computer on the charger. Nah, still on video.
Shauna's more like your Lady Gaga era of music. I'm calling Shauna as we speak. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hello from the other side. I can't phone Shauna, she's too young to accept the call. Just have to speak to her, the parent. There are some good singers today, there's no doubt about it. Madonna. She's getting on it, she's still working and moving and grooving. Not so much rock anymore from Madonna, more like rickety. but she's still giving it a go. Got to give her credit. Adele's a great singer. You know when people have got the voice, and Adele's got one. Very versatile, very strong. She can flick it around up and down, octave-wise. I like all sorts of music. Probably some of the music. I mean, I like Elvis, there's no question. Roy Orbison, Beach Boys, Chicago. But that's just from that era. And then when I come forward, there's plenty I like. Yes, she did. Yeah, I mean, she must be 61, 62, I'm guessing, Madonna. I always thought Madonna was born about 100 years too late. She would have been perfect for the 20s and 30s, Madonna. Fun fact, my cousin Randy Howard was one of the fiddle players, and they say Charlie Daniels based My Eyes Are Terrible, DWDTG on him. Dance with the Devil? I'm guessing. Could be wrong. One of the funniest movies over the last 15 to 20 years is Brother, Wherefore Art Thou? That was funny. Really well done. He's in the jailhouse now. Devil went down to Georgia. That's what I'm saying. Devil went down. Yeah, well, I mean, I've heard some good fiddle players in my time. Extraordinarily talented. Not the easiest instrument to play. He's turned into a frog. Oh no. Go to sleep, pretty woman. A little bit of moonshine. There's plenty of people on the bottom of YouTube that would appropriately fit the title song from that movie. In constant sorrow, you this day, I am the man of constant sorrow. Yep, there'll be dozens on YouTube that fit that song. He was good. He died from cancer in 98. Are you talking about Boss Skaggs or your cousin? Dapper Dan, man. Yes. Your cousin, yeah. It's funny. I don't want that. I want Dapper Dan. How long would it take you to get? Take about 2 weeks to get it here. This is a geological phenomenon. Everything you're going to have to get takes 2 damn weeks to get here. Don't speak to me like that, son. I'm sorry. Dapper Dan here. Yeah, that works good. Damn, we're in a spot. A lot of YouTubers could say that as well. It fit them nicely. Damn, I'm in a spot. I need your cash for my teeth. And I'm gonna need some tires for the T-model Ford. Come on, guys. Guys. Dip into your little tiny purses. Help a poor man out. in constant sorrow. Yes, there are dozens of them. Great need, or should I suggest, deceptive and misleading behaviour, with a touch of, lying involved. You're going to watch it today. You're going to watch The Man of Constant Sorrow. They pay $10 to sing into a tin here, Susan. You got a couple of minutes and put on a sassy dress. No, we don't need the sassy dress for the radio. It'll make me a fine day for myself. There's a lot of tongue-in-cheek in that movie. It was funny on all levels. And one of the scenes I remember was the last scene. I've counted to 3. No, wait a minute. That's not the ring. Misery up to the very end. I can't remember hearing that saying in my family, but I've heard the saying said. No, I'm counting to 3. When I get to 3, as you tell your children, plan up your aim, I'm counting to 3. Even when they jumped on that early part of the movie, when they're jumping on that push-pull, which is a wagon that is used, or was used even when I was a kid. You pump it up and down, you go along the track, and the soothsayer told them, I see a wall of water. 1, 2, yeah, if you get to 3, you know you're going to get the strap anyway. 3's just the impact. 1, 2, you didn't count to 3. I don't have to count to 3. Should have done it by 1. I can hear the spoon in a cup, which means there's a coffee coming. Hello, seal hater. May your day be full with joy and harmony, and no baby seals shall be harmed. Here comes the coffee. Whoa, we got something special here. We'll show you in a minute. I'll give you a sound of the container. Take a look at them.
How you going, Seal?
Sorry, I wasn't asked the other night. We didn't know what you were going on about.
Yeah, we didn't know what you were going on about.
You're obviously
okay.
angry about something or someone, but that's okay. That's what life throws at you from time to time. Breathe in, breathe out.
If you need to talk.
If you need to talk, I'm sure there's someone elsewhere that will be interested in listening to your problems.
Oh, shut up. Did you show the front?
Mm-hmm.
Did you show them?
Chocolate teddy bear.
You ready, people? Wow, that's dark chocolate.
You'll have to put one in front of the camera so they can savour the moment.
Oh, they're not good shape like they used to be.
Are they inferior chocolate bears? More looks like a blob.
Yeah, they used to be more...
Here, let me taste it. I'll tell you what it's like.
Oh, look, I was trying to show them. I can't see what I'm showing. They used to be more teddy bear shape and like have... Oh, got lag.
Nice. But I don't like the dark chocolate.
It says chocolate. They've changed it. I mean, it's been years since we've bought these. Did you see that he took that biscuit out of my hand, didn't you, Susan?
Get a lawyer. Nice coffee.
It just says chocolate. So, they're not like they used to be, are they?
Mmm.
Okay, we'll have one for you. But I'm disappointed because I remember these biscuits that you could see more defined bear shape and base. And they weren't quite this rich.
It's dark chocolate. I don't like it, which is terrible.
No,
Because I like chocolate, but not dark chocolate.
that's right. I'll give it to him. Her workers will eat them because we won't.
Her workers eat anything.
Yeah, that's right. No, that was a bit disappointing.
Oh well, live and learn. Right, we're doing casting for the role of Frankfurter. Susan Brown, what have you got to offer to the production? You'd like to play Frankenfurter. You understand the show at all? Have you ever seen the show, Susan? Do you have what it takes to be a Frank in Furter? Even the biscuit's not like I remember it. Biscuit used to be more like a shortbread.
Yeah.
More like a coffee biscuit with dark chocolate.
All right. Oh, God.
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending Chocolates Anonymous, where we try and deal with the problem of not having chocolate because we've overloaded through life and we've now given it up. What
No.
stories do you have to tell about your chocolism?
The only reason we've just did that is because those biscuits weren't what we thought they were.
Yeah, I tend to think a lot of things are good for your health. You hear that every now and then, dark chocolate's better because of the cocoa in it, but if you don't like the taste of something, it's not good for you.
You know what? If it's a
Just a jump to the left. Ba, 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 ba.
if it's a good quality dark chocolate, I don't know how to explain it because
Your
we
mum
don't.
used to like it, but you didn't like the really dark, whereas your sister does.
It's
That's why no one ate her chocolate.
It's hard to explain because we don't like dark chocolate. But on occasion, if it's a good quality chocolate,
Yeah.
we have had the odd. It's sort of been mixed. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, chocolate's not chocolate. It's like someone says, oh, any chocolate's good. Not necessarily so.
I just think that's. And it's Arnott's. It should be good, but that's. I don't remember them like that.
Well, they're certainly not shaped the way they've got them on the packet.
No, they weren't shaped like that, but
No.
just.
Yeah, actually sometimes adding a little bit of chocolate into, say, and you might think I'm crazy, you make your chili beef dish, a little bit of chocolate at the end thrown in, just adds a little bit of glisten and a bit of an edge of a flavour. Chocolate and chili actually goes together to a certain extent.
Glad I didn't put them in the biscuit tin.
No, it's something I'd push aside now. I wouldn't eat another one, do you know what I mean?
Well, I didn't even finish mine. I threw it in the grass.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's like the magpies are getting half of yours.
I'm sorry, I wasted food, but
It's not so much bitter, it's just not nice taste. But I know what you mean, dark chocolate can be quite bitter.
yeah. All right, Susan, I reckon this was bitter.
Susan
yeah.
says, throw it my way. I'll eat the lot.
Okay, I reckon it was bitter. I'm trying to read.
Who did we send some Tim Tams to? Who got them?
To Danny.
Yeah, they're good biscuits.
Sid's, I was going to send some to Sid's, but when we go over there, I will bring some with us and we can
Their
give us some.
postage is a nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah.
Might as well take it with us. Of course, then if we don't get to where we're going, we can just eat them.
See, it says on the packet, delicious crunchy biscuit covered in Arnott's real chocolate, written in capital letters, real chocolate.
Well, that's
Made
subjective.
from the finest cocoa ingredients and natural milk product. Well,
That's pretty vague.
it is. I mean, are they saying that real chocolate is dark chocolate, Susan?
Well, that is true to an extent. Because to make other chocolate, you add a lot of creamed milk. In fact, white chocolate is not chocolate at all. I remember having an argument with a bloke years ago saying, no, white chocolate's chocolate. I said, no, it's got white chocolate on the label, but it ain't chocolate.
Oh, Seal uses coffee in stew. Actually, I've heard that before, Seal. What does that do to it, or what does it? What's it like?
Chocolate. I think he meant chocolate, not
No,
coffee.
he said coffee.
It's like, you know,
Okay.
I mean, if you ever get in your country, you get a box of chocolates, but they're individually wrapped, and they could be like mini Snickers or mini flakes or all different types. You always end up going for the ones you like, because my wife hates cherry ripe.
I know,
which is
I eat cherry ripe.
Not very often.
That's one of the ones
That's
actually,
dark chocolate.
That's dark chocolate. What I don't like is Turkish Delight.
Yeah, you're not keen on it. Mind you, there are some nice, properly made Turkish Delight that is very nice.
So he did say coffee.
Coffee. Yep.
Oh, okay. Never thought to do that.
Well, one of the most common drinks that's very popular here is mocha, which is a mixture of coffee and chocolate, isn't
Yes,
it?
we love our coffee too. Yes, and I do like mocha.
Oh, I like fresh cherries. I do like them. We get a very short season of cherries in Australia, mainly in very cool regions where they're grown.
Yeah, see, I'm not that. I'm not that.
Oh, I
keen
don't
on
eat a lot of
cherries.
them. I do like cherries, though. I don't like glazed cherries.
I don't like any glazed fruit, but I don't really like cherries. No, you use like 1.5 cups or a cup. So do you use instant coffee,
No,
Seal?
be percolated.
Leftover, okay.
So what it is, it's Monday morning in the United States, isn't it? It's now about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. Do some of you people still work, or are you just retired?
Like we are. Well, sort of. We've just taken a extra long leave off our work.
We're having a gap year.
Yeah, we're having a gap year, yeah. Till the house is done. Well, I'd give that a go. I mean, we add Vegemite to our stew, so why not coffee?
I see the coffee more as a braising part of a stew, like cooking slowly over a long time.
Yeah.
Seal hater works. We have pear trees. My mother loves pear preserves. Do you know what I like about pears is when they're still ripe and juicy, but firm enough that you can slice them and then have some blue cheese. Blue cheese and pears go perfectly together.
Just give me the pears, not the blue cheese.
Susan does not work because on the estate that she lives, the people work for her. The butler in the morning dries her down with a towel,
Seal's
gives
a
her
mechanic.
breakfast. Seal is a mechanic.
That's a good
Nothing
trade.
wrong with getting your hands dirty, mate. I did that for so long.
That's a good trade to have.
Blue cheese and pears. Trust
Oh
me.
God, Susan, well,
It
you
works.
can go eat with seeds then. I don't like blue cheese. I'll have the chocolate with you and the coffee. But you want blue cheese?
It's like garlic sauce for shrimps, you call them. We call them prawns. You add a little bit of blue cheese into your
No.
sauce. Yum. He's a diesel mechanic. That's where he looks at the problem and says, Mister, I'm a diesel fitter. And the guy says, what do you mean you're a diesel fitter? I said, I've got a box of these things here and diesel fitter. Yes, we had a thunderstorm today. Lightning all around us. I didn't actually film it. I was too busy enjoying it, to be honest. I work for 20 plus and I'm now breaking. Johnny Cash. I keep her close. Watch on it out of mine. You see, Johnny was a great singer. But later in life, he sang some magnificent covers, one being 9 Inch Nails of Hurt. That was really good.
Oh.
One of his last songs that he sang, of course.
Susan was a certified pharmacist technician.
She filled up pills in a bottle,
Ring of
but
Fire.
knew what she was putting. I go down, down, down in a burning ring of fire. And it burns, burns, burns. That's right, Hurt.
That's what happens when you're at Chili's.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. Yeah, he made a great cover out of that, there's no question. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Log cutting man's best.
Log cutting man. I don't know that one. Huh?
Yeah, Johnny Cash. One of the very earliest videos, you can find it on YouTube, I'm sure, is where Johnny Cash is taking the piss out of Elvis. He was so funny. Yeah, there were some great singers, there's no doubt. Doctor handwriting. Didn't you hate that? Doctors go scribble, 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 give it to a pharmacist, and they say, what the hell's that? It's like a gerbil's written it with its bum. Yes, I'm pretty sure a lot of people took the wrong medication because of doctors' laziness in their handwriting.
I'm sure Susan would know. There must be some sort of like shorthand that pharmacists learn.
Some chemicals have a similar name, or medications, more to the point. When a doctor goes scribble, 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 which one is it? How old were you when you got married? I was betrothed when I was 3 years old to my wife. We come from a small Indian village, and what they did, they made sure that we had a future together. I had a full-time job as punkawalla, and she swept me off my feet when I was 3 years old.
Come on, how old were you?
We now work in a call center. Hello? Yes, there's something wrong with your Windows computer. I'm putting on a English accent. But really, my name is Javid. Well, I'm 812 years old, so what do you want to know? See, I can tell people the truth that I'm 812, and they don't believe me, which is great. So I can tell you the truth, and you can run with it and laugh and say, what are you talking about? And just everyone ignores it. But I remember a time in the Middle Ages when the villagers would come with forks, and they'd say, how did you survive the cannonball that went through your chest? And I said, it's only a flesh wound. Just ignore it.
Yeah, I wasn't with him then, so don't put me in that story.
Yes, we've got 9 as of January. We've got 8 now, and I saw my daughter-in-law's belly today. But she's got a good old bumper, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She's got a real bump.
Oh, not
43 years old. My goodness, you are so old.
and hating every minute.
43. My goodness. I remember when I was 43.
You're so young.
It was 1243, the
Okay.
actual year.
I don't care. I'm 56 this year. Actually, I'm 56 at the end of the week. Big YouTube party.
You are?
Woohoo. And then when you're 60, next month,
Yeah.
we don't care.
So yeah, still haven't told me what you want. So I'm just going to get something. You're going to go, oh, thanks.
No.
You know when people get a gift and they go, oh, thanks, that's great.
Well, I just
That's
think,
what it's going to be.
No, do you know what? I just think it's a bit silly because wait till the house is done.
Yeah, right.
Because there'll be things that I'll want for the house.
Well,
and
that's
then
got
that
nothing
can
to do
be-
with you. So I'll just go ahead and
It
do what I'm
has.
going to do in the first place.
It has.
It's okay. I know what I will be doing. A block of blue cheese
No.
wrapped in gift paper. And you'll smell it. I'll just say, you have to find it in the house. You say, I'm smelling something. I'll say, that's your gift. Oh, I don't want that. I'll say, okay, I'll have it.
Yeah, exactly.
You keep the wrapping paper. It's a deal. You do realise, Susan, 43, you're in your prime. You're at the peak of muscular development, intellect. Age is but a number.
Well, you can give the blue cheese to Susan. I don't want it.
Now I'll keep it myself. I'll let Susan watch me eat it.
Just take me out to dinner. I do not want a gift until the house is done.
I did today. Took you out to dinner.
That was lunch that we
Oh,
just
no, you're
would
not
have done.
considering that
No,
a gift? Fine.
no.
I'll go out of my way to take you to Red Rooster. You have little tiny chicken nobble things, whatever they're called, chips. And I'm thinking that's a great birthday present. I took you out to dinner.
No.
Oh, okay. You know, there's an old story, Susan. It's a very good one. It's not what you don't have, it's what you have that's important. We all want something, but we should be happy with what we've got. Even though the bundle that is given to us genetically, we don't get to choose, it's all ours. The rooster's looking a little bit blue. Let me try my trick.
Yeah, it is actually.
Does that work? No. Sort of. Not as good as it could be, though. Maybe it's the table that's buggering up. I don't know. Yes, the now is important. Let me just move it forward a touch.
But I just had it.
Oh, really? I just fixed it. Maybe it's the chicken that's blurry. The now is all we ever have, Susan. Time is fleeting. Come a little bit closer.
No, he's still blurry.
It's a table made by my wife's father, believe it or not. Is it the flashiest table in the world? No.
No, but he made the wrought iron legs.
Did
and
we
then,
have to use it? No,
and then
but we
put
want
the
to.
top on it. Georgia? That's another song, isn't it?
Heaps of songs about Georgia.
Besides Boss Skaggs, though, there's another.
No, there's dozens of them.
Yeah.
Cape Cod.
Yeah.
But he made it with his hands. Here comes the ghost train. This is the Boyd Express. You've all got free tickets. You can hop on board anytime you like. We're going to Georgia. Well, actually, that's what I'm telling you. But you get on for free. You just never get off.
Well, we'll just say that for Susan, we'll say it's granite, but we'll tell everyone else. I don't even know what it really is, actually.
We're having granite or stone kitchen bench tops. Some of our friends may be waking up now. They're normally a bit slow risers. You've been there.
Nearly 8 o'clock.
I don't know where you've been, but I hope you enjoyed it.
Boy, I think. No, you were talking about
On the Boyd train, yeah, you can get on, but you never get off. The train is like a ghost ship. Yeah. Welcome on board the Mary Celeste Boyd. The United States, and I'm not making this up, has a phenomenon, and that is people sometimes never leave their state, let alone their district or county. They're just happy and content with where they live. There was a study done in the 80s and 90s that revealed many people just, if you ask them, have you been out of America, they said, I haven't been out of my damn state.
Oh, I think we've got lag. I think Susan meant she's been to Cape Cod.
No, I think Seal means he's been to Georgia.
Oh.
You like ghost stuff?
Yeah, we do too.
I will tell you a ghost story. Young Susan Brown walked down the dale and could see up the top of the hill an old house. It was really old, fallen down. She was a bit apprehensive, but she walked to the top of the old wooden stairs, and they were creaking as she walked up to the veranda.
It's amazing how your voice changes when you tell stories.
Yes. She peered inside the half-broken window, and the door was ajar. She thought to herself, should I go in?
Go on.
People tell me about this house and that it's haunted, and I'm by myself. Anyway, Susan sucked in a large gulp of air, opened the door. She walked inside and stepped upon the hard wooden floors.
Yes, scaring Seal.
She looked around the room. She couldn't see much, but she sensed something was moving. The cat bolted out of the door. Obviously, Susan had scared the cat. She could see the stairs going up. It was very dark, though. She put her hand on the railing and her first step on the base of the steps, and slowly but surely worked her way to the top. She got to the landing. It smelt very musky. And there was something on the wall. She couldn't read it. She stepped a little closer. She still couldn't read it. She got really close to the wall, then fell through the floor to the bottom floor. She was in agony. Many months later, Susan went back to that very same house with her father, and her father shone a torch on the landing where she fell through, and it said, "Be careful, landing is broken." And that's the end of the story. There's a moral. Watch your step. There's a not so scary ghost story for you, Susan.
Because we were scaring.
I can make it worse.
Because we were scaring seals.
Would you like some Fabia beans? I used to love listening to ghost stories on the radio when I was a child. Scared the shit out of me, but I loved them.
Oh, you tell ghost stories around the campfire and you keep looking behind your back.
My favourite joke of all time. Yeah, I can tell you that one. I was in Ireland and Paddy came up to me. He was drunk. I really didn't want nothing to do with Paddy. He said, Seeds, I've got to tell you this, my friend, I've got to tell you. I said, mate, just, you need to go home. And he said, no, seriously, I've killed my wife. I said, don't be stupid, you're drunk. He said, no, come with me. So I thought I'd just follow him home and get him safely home, you know. He was obviously drunk. He kept saying, no, I've killed her. So we went down a valley and down a lane and across the meadow, and there was his house. The light was on the front. And I was just about to say my goodbyes, and he grabbed my arm. He said, no, sis, come with me. I want to show you. You don't believe me. So we went round the back. I thought, I don't know, this is silly. And sure enough, he shone the torch in the backyard, and in a freshly dug grave was his wife's buckets of buttocks. I mean, her bum was sitting out of the ground, nothing else. Huge bottom she had. And I said, you really did kill her. Why did you do that, Paddy? He said, I needed somewhere to park me bike.
Oh, God.
Well, there you go.
Oh, that's so terrible.
You can just imagine the wedge as the front wheel goes in. Ah, that works perfectly. There are other jokes, but there are ladies in the room, so I will not reveal them. I still think one of the best evenings you can have is sit round a fire, even if it's just a fire pit or a campfire, have a couple of drinks with your friends, and laugh, tell stories.
But not ghost stories, because when it's dark and you're facing the fire, you keep looking behind you.
Yes, whatever you do, keep staring at the fire. For once you turn, you can never return. Yeah, it's good fun. Good sir, I'm not a lady. Hey, lady, lady.
Go on, finish it.
No, she's not a lady. I can't sing to her now.
Oh.
I have to treat her like a bloke. There you go, Susan, all right, mate? Good? Here's a beer. Wrap your laughing ear around that.
Excuse me.
Seal's got a joke. Stand by. Hold the press. Woman comes home. Walks upstairs. Gets to the door, I guess. She's still walking up the stairs. There's a lot of stairs. Got 300 steps by the sounds of it. Says, what's going on, son? Says, having sex. Hello, Print. Good evening. Good morning. Seal's telling a joke.
Just keep it clean, Seal. I'm too young to hear.
Woman comes home, goes upstairs, says, "What's going on, son?" Says, "Having sex." We're nearly there. She says, "Okay. Thought it was you listen, Justin Bieber." The beaver gets it all the time.
He does cop a lot, doesn't he? I don't even know if I know any of his songs. How's business, Brent?
Big day today or tomorrow, I guess. What do you call a deer with no eyes? I know the answer, but I'll let you say it.
Deer with no eyes. I don't know.
I shan't finish the jerk off, I promise, Brent. Get it? No idea? No idea?
Oh.
Yeah?
Oh, God.
What do you call a woman with one leg? Eileen.
And now they get...
There's another one with no legs, but it's not allowed to be spoken in this room. It's rude.
No rude jokes. No idea.
What do you call a deer with no eyes and no legs? Do you know?
No.
I do. But it's okay.
I know what you call a cow with
Got
no
no
legs.
eyes and no legs.
I know what you call a cow with no legs.
Hello, Blue. Welcome.
Ground beef.
See? Still. Can't move. No idea. Get it?
Oh, God.
Took a while for you to get that, didn't it?
It did.
We'll have to have a joke night, but I'll get people up on a panel. And I'll age restrict it because I've got some rippers. Yeah.
Yep, we're good here. Just enjoying a nice evening.
So what are you doing, Blue? The tide's turned in your life. What have you decided to do? Maybe you could become a belly dancer. Just a thought. This is a joke, by the way. Blue Waffle says, "Have you seen the boneless chicken farm?"
Have you seen
Ready? Boom, boom. Here comes the punchline. It has sexual connotations, the answer, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken's just laying around. I think he cleaned it up a little myself.
Yes.
'Cause I know the other version, Steve. I really do.
Good, because our room isn't restricted.
Today at the bank, an old lady asked me to check her balance. So I pushed her over. Hardy ha 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 ha.
So jokes like that can be fun.
Yeah. We got a million of them. Between us, we got millions of jokes.
They don't have to be dirty jokes. It's like one of my favourites is, what's a twip? It's what a wabbit takes on a twain.
What did the King of Japan say when the bomb landed on Hiroshima? Asshole.
No, that's not a good joke.
There's plenty from the war.
Yes, clean jokes. Yes, Seal. Like my twain.
Japan reminded me at that time, during the Second World War, of the scene from the Monty Python and the Holy Grail, you know, where the Black Knight says, "You have to fight me to get past," and he chops one arm off, chops another, both legs, and he says, "We'll call it a draw then." So what are you up to, Steve? Is your future looking a little brighter these days? We all have ups and downs in our lives. You must come to expect it. But when you're down and things are really dark and there's only one place to go,
I bought some shoes
and that's up.
off a drug dealer. I don't know what he laced them with, but I've been tripping all night.
Yeah, man. Dave, open the damn door, Dave. What did Elvis say getting out of the van? Thank you very much. We're the trolls, yeah. Come on, people. I've only got one tooth left in my mouth and I need you to donate money to put the other 52 back in. Don't be mean now. If you're not here to donate to me, you can leave them, okay? This is a business. I talk funny because I only got one tooth left. Friend needs to up his moonshine. In constant sorrow to this day. The absurdity of YouTube is that I should do a how-to video e-begging. You know, like, this is Video Jug. How to e-beg.
Why in the hell would you want to do that?
Well, just a guide. First of all, be deceptive and misleading, and if possible, outright lie. Don't tell people anything about yourself except innuendo and what could or can't be. Don't give your location away. You can either directly beg and demand, or you can do the subtle begging, which is far more effective. In other words, just look into the chat link where it says donate to Streamlabs, PayPal, GoFundMe, you name it. That way you could be a successful e-beggar. Demanding money has shown in recent times to be a failure, but the subtle e-beggar actually just alludes to the links to donate money. Of course, the secret is to do things like this. Oh look, Blue Waffles is in the room. Blue Waffles is a legend. He is certainly the man that you should turn to in times of need. Susan Brown is here. Incredible. I've known Susan for so long, she is a superlative in words. So you beef these people up to the extent that they go, oh shit, and Blue Waffles donates $30. You didn't have to do that, you should say, because it's always like self-deprecating. Blue, you shouldn't have donated $30. Really, you shouldn't have done it. But thank you anyway. Links are in the description. Yeah. Oh, it's a bit harsh, but I understand print. I had family members in the coal mining industry in the UK. I got what you were saying, trust me. It's very strange, though, when you see people do the obtuse e-begging, where they don't directly allude to it, but they suggest certain things, like a tip, perhaps. And things like third-party referencing, me saying to Blue Waffles, thank you for the $30, Blue, that will help the channel. No, doesn't help the channel, it helps my bank balance. How often do you hear that? You know, if you give a tip, it'll help the channel. Third-party referencing to my wallet. Yeah, I don't like e-begging. Steve knows me from a long time ago. And I will bring an e-beggar down whenever I can.
It's just not that easy.
I will shine a light on him. I will pour petrol around his feet. I shall on occasions ask God to strike him down. But there are so many. It's a plague. Did the Tin Man take 10? Oh, I think he's taken more than that over years, Brent. The point is, he's boring as hell. You need lipstick seeds.
Yes, I gave it to Fixed by Doc. My God, I haven't gone and watched his stuff in ages, Blue. Don't even know what they're up to. I know he's moved because of his illness.
We sent them some seeds many, many years ago.
Yeah, but they had to move off their... they had to move into town because he's... What's he got, Steve? Parkinson's.
It's a miserable life, though, begging, if you think about it. If that's all you can turn to, and your existence relies on the generosity of others, it's a very limited resource.
I can't give Seeds lipstick. I don't even wear it.
When I used to play footy, Blue, probably 2 or 3 years, I did the reviews, like footballers get dressed up as women and put on shows. And I was the ugliest woman you can possibly imagine.
Oh, actually, I've got a... Oh, no, it's packed. I have got
Mind
a photo.
They did say I had a nice ass, but the rest of me was a failure as a woman. Yeah, good days mucking around footy clubs, raising money and all that sort of thing. No, Brett, like I say, the words that I would use to cover quite a few of these people is deceptive and misleading behaviour. You're not being told the truth. You've been alluded to a truth, and the, if you like, narrative can change, but you must agree with it, because as soon as you don't agree with the change in narrative, you're booted. Other words, you've found out what they're on all about.
AC/DC Bond.
He's not buried too far from here, actually, Seal Hater.
Yeah, he grew up the next suburb.
He grew up around here, yeah?
He grew up in the next suburb, just lived in the next suburb, and probably about 20 minutes away he's buried. Actually, we've got to go down to Fremantle, and we said, who was it that likes the architecture at Fremantle?
What I might do is actually do some video, and I'll send it off to Cooper, and he can do a famous graves on it.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
Is it Hamid or somebody likes the architecture around Fremantle?
I'm pretty sure it was,
Hamid.
pretty sure it was Hammers, yeah.
So we could go to the Fremantle Cemetery and find his grave. That's if it's not been...
No, he's just got a common grave.
Has he?
He's got no special barriers or nothing like that.
First with lipstick. I'll have to buy some lipstick first, Phil. I don't have any.
Yes, I do try to do that, Blue, but on occasions it goes right above a lot of people's heads, because they prefer the storyline and the narrative that's being produced. And they all clap like little lemmings following the said
Here, have another,
e-beggar
have another
across the
chocolate
cliff.
chip cookie.
Yes, but one day I might just give this all away, give YouTube the flick, and live in the land of Narnia with lipstick and a nice pair of red high heel shoes. That way I'll be 7 foot tall.
You couldn't even walk in them. Geez, I don't even own high-heeled shoes, so you can't have them either.
There's an old New Zealand joke about sheep, Seal. 3 big Maoris on top of a hill, and I went to visit them,
Dark
and
chocolate.
they've got these sheep with their heads locked in the fence, and they're doing unspeakable things to the sheep. And they turned around and said, "Good, eh?" I said, "Okay." And Blake said, "Do you want to have a go?" And I said, "Well, as long as you don't lock my head into the fence."
chocolate. That's terrible. I have to send Susan dark chocolate.
So that was a risky joke that I got away with.
Just, or I
Yeah.
would have kicked you out of the room.
I changed the storyline quite a lot, actually.
Yes. I have a wrench, so watch it. Just because you own the channel, I'm sitting right
I
next
don't
to
know
you.
nothing.
I'm sitting right next to you. Just
I
remember
know
that,
nothing.
boy.
I just sing into a can for $10.
We'll just let them listen to our domestic.
But as an outsider looking in on the US, it's easy for me to see the differences. Sometimes when you live there, you may be a little bit close, but man, there's still huge rivalry in the US. You are literally about 5 or 6 countries, even though it says 48 mainland states. But a lot of you don't like each other, based on history. Believe me, it's
Actually,
true.
some of the states in Australia can be the same.
Not to the extent. There's
A lot
of
of
deep.
people, nah.
We've never had a civil war, which is
No.
one thing. Yes, that pile of dirt's been brought in specifically from Mount Kilimanjaro.
Pile of dirt.
That will be used to put into the clay chicken.
No, that's the table blue. That's the edge of the table you can see. And then you look past the table and you'll see the chook.
Yeah, I think things like Streamlabs and PayPal, they're third party. And nothing can be done to stop it. In other words, YouTube may in the future not allow you to do that, which is, I can see, the next step. In other words, you either produce quality content on YouTube and you're paid through AdSense for it, but you shall not be allowed to have a third party payment because YouTube doesn't make any money out of it.
Oh, I see it, because Blue thought this was a pile of dirt. And they have to clean all the back.
Eventually YouTube will sort it out. You'll have all these e-beggars given the flick. It will happen, trust me, through attrition. In other words, the demand of maybe having 50,000 subscribers and 20,000 hours, because only a flick of a pen for them.
Yeah, it'll be.
Oh, we like the old cottage. I'm sure you've seen that, Lou, but we wanted to keep it, so what we're adding on is new, but there's a lot of old going in the new, like the windows are from 1940 home, the doors are from a 1920s college,
Yes,
so there's a lot of old going into the new.
the 2-bedroom cottage is great, but when you've got 5 kids and 8 and soon to be 9 grandchildren come round all at once, it's a bit crowded.
Oh, we'd have kids stay with us now, but it's too small. It's only the 2 bedrooms at the moment.
Susan, granite. I see the shiny bits. Okay, Susan, for you it's granite.
Yeah, there's lots of, when the house is finished, in other words, lock up, there's still plenty of work to do. I've got to put architraves in, I've got to sand back the old windows, refinish them. Lots of bits and pieces. But it's all here, I don't have to go anywhere to do it. Got the tools.
Oh, there's a scary door, Susan.
That'll be good fun. I've built a couple of houses of my own in the past, but I'm getting builders to build the subframe, brick it up, put the ceilings on. How young seeds. Me, I'm 812 years old. In Earth years, it's 60. But you can do things, you just got to do it a little bit slow. Have you seen my song, have you, Susan? Did you search my channel?
How young, Steve? What? How old you are, or how young you are?
Don't know why you use a portable oven. Well, the oven we have in the house is okay, but
Oh no, it
Pain
doesn't
in the
work.
arse.
The oven itself inside doesn't work.
Oh, doesn't it work?
No, and
No, I didn't know.
only 2 hot plates work. So
Oh.
that's why we've got that on top.
I'll still, like my outdoor kitchen will be good. Barbecue, burners. I'll still be doing a lot of cooking outside. But we'll have a new oven and a new hot plate and all the fancy doodahs that go with the new kitchen.
Ghost Rider in the sky.
An old cowpoke went riding out with one dark and windy day. You see Steve on his horse.
Oh, grandkids. Yeah, 1 2 January.
Our daughter brought her newest Chihuahua puppy around today with a collar on it, because what it had done, it had a collar but it was not quite the right size.
Because it had been desexed, so it had to have the collar so it wouldn't attack its stitches.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just you said collar, but you didn't explain why.
I didn't get a chance to.
Beat you to it.
Yeah. So they got a collar on today, but poor little bugger. I don't know if they'll slow down. I'm pretty sure there'll be more. Just a matter of time. And probably in another, if we're still around, probably 10 years, we'll have great-great-grandchildren, without doubt. Gene Autry. Did Gene sing Liberty Valance by any chance? Was that Gene Autry? Or Gene Pickney? Gene Pickney, I think. Yes, I got the right Gene but the wrong surname. When Liberty Valance walked around. Seal says, "Seeds your people and wife." Gene Pickney, I think, sang Liberty Valance. Could be wrong. At the point of a gun was the only law that Liberty understood. Seal says, "I've at your age, I'm like you." You mean beautiful, tall, blue eyes, cute? It's something to aim for. Need more cooking videos. Yeah, they'll come. We've been doing bits and pieces. We'll get there. Going to do some seafood videos. I haven't done many seafood videos over the years. We'll have barbecue videos when the outdoor kitchen's finished, for sure.
Oh dear.
Seal says, "Blue Waffles, where are you from?" Blue Waffles is from the land of Narnia. You only need to look into your cupboard, Seal, and you'll find him. Blue Waffles, come out. I can't, it's snowing. I can answer for Blue. He will say to you, "I'm whatever you want me to be. And wherever you want me to be."
That sounds scary.
Seattle. It's in the state of Washington. Yeah, blue because mechanics are on about $120 an hour, eh? Not sure if that's the going rate where you are. Of course, if you get a job in the mining industry, you probably earn a bit more. Well, I'm going to have to close the transmission because I'm tired pedaling the bike to power the internet. Well, actually, the truth is my battery's running very low. So I'm probably going to have to end the broadcast. But I don't want you to panic.
You will.
Because at a later date and time and place, I'll be back.
You do that, you will make them panic.
Have a good day.